What if everything you know about the moon landing is missing one crucial piece of the story? What secret was so important that it helped change the future of the entire world? In 1945, Germany lay devastated after years of war and destruction. Berlin, once the heart of Nazi Germany, had been reduced to ruins. As American forces advanced across Germany, they searched for hidden military secrets. Inside abandoned facilities, investigators uncovered advanced research laboratories. Among the discoveries were thousands of classified documents and technical records. Meanwhile, German scientists attempted to flee before the Allies could find them. American intelligence teams carefully examined every document they recovered. What they discovered was extraordinary. Germany had developed revolutionary rocket technology. The remains of V-2 rockets revealed how advanced the program had become. Military officials began identifying the scientists responsible for these achievements. Urgent reports reached Washington, warning that the Soviets were searching for the same experts. Behind closed doors, a secret decision was made that would soon change the course of history. American officials began reviewing the German scientists selected for the secret program. Many of their wartime records were quietly examined behind closed doors. Under heavy security, the scientists were transported to the United States. Their arrival marked the beginning of a classified technological operation. New identities and research assignments were prepared for the incoming experts. Military facilities across America were rapidly reorganized to receive them. Soon, German engineers were working alongside American specialists. Their knowledge became a powerful asset in the growing Cold War. Captured V-2 rockets were tested in the deserts of New Mexico. Each launch provided valuable data for future missile programs. Rocket engines became more powerful as the research advanced. Military leaders realized the operation could change the future forever. The knowledge brought through Operation Paperclip was now shaping America's future. Led by Wernher von Braun, engineers began designing rockets far more powerful than anything before. New technologies were developed to push the limits of science and exploration. Every engine, system, and component faced years of rigorous testing. The Saturn rocket family became the foundation of America's space ambitions. Massive sections were built with unprecedented precision and engineering. Countless hours of planning transformed bold ideas into working designs. Inside giant assembly buildings, the Saturn V slowly took shape. Final tests confirmed that the world's most powerful rocket was ready. At last, the moment arrived. The Saturn V thundered into the sky. Inside mission control, every second of the flight was closely monitored. What began with Operation Paperclip had helped open the road to the moon. The Apollo program had one goal: land a man on the moon. Astronauts trained relentlessly for the most dangerous mission in history. Every maneuver was practiced countless times before launch. Meanwhile, engineers worked around the clock preparing the spacecraft. Special training sites were created to simulate the harsh lunar surface. At last, launch day arrived, and the Saturn V roared into the sky. Days later, humanity achieved what once seemed impossible. From orbit, the astronauts gazed at both the moon and Earth. On July 20th, 1969, the first humans stepped onto the lunar surface. They collected samples and conducted experiments in the alien landscape. The mission proved that mankind could reach worlds beyond Earth. Apollo 11 became one of the greatest achievements in human history. The success of Apollo transformed America's role in space exploration. The knowledge brought through Operation Paperclip continued shaping new missions and technologies. Engineers began developing the next generation of spacecraft and space stations. Research centers expanded, pushing the boundaries of science and engineering. New satellites revolutionized communication, navigation, and global observation. Space programs evolved far beyond the original race to the moon. Decades later, the influence of those early breakthroughs could still be seen. Modern rockets carried humanity toward a new era of exploration. Satellites connected the world in ways once thought impossible. The legacy of those technologies continues to shape everyday life. What began as a secret operation became part of humanity's journey to the stars. The story of Operation Paperclip remains one of the most controversial and influential chapters in modern history. And you? What do you think really happened?